What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Thor Love and Thunder movie wave. We have 4 characters here. I do have the rest of the set. I will only be reviewing 4 of them today, and you guys will have to come back for part 2 when we unbox Star-Lord, Groot, and Ravager Thor. And in that video, we'll also take a look at Korg, the Build-A-Figure. But for this part 1, we are going to take a look at Gore the God Butcher, Thor, Mighty Thor, and King Valkyrie. So let's start with cracking open Valkyrie. And if you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. We got lots of toy reviews, toy hunts, giveaways, and lots of good stuff coming on the channel. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers, so smash the like, hit subscribe. Let's help me get to 500 subscribers. All right, now back to the figure. So quick look at Valkyrie and her packaging here. I'm really digging the packaging. I don't know what it is. The very bright colors all around it. The logo of the movie looks really nice, man. I'm really digging that. There's the rest of the figures from the wave. Like I said, we will be reviewing the rest of the wave in part 2. Quick little bio there if you want to read that. But she looks good, man. Looking like an upgrade from the last figure. So let's get her out of this plastic prison and take a closer look. All right, here's Valkyrie up close and personal. Man, she looks amazing. This is a very amazing looking figure. Noticing a lot of great things right off the bat. She does come with a few accessories. Let's take a quick look at those. She comes with her trusty sword. I think we've seen this sword before. Just looks a little different. Painted a little differently than the last one. Actually have the other one here for a little quick comparison. We can do a little quick comparison here if it wants to leave the other Valkyrie's hand. There we go. So this one on the right is the one that came with the Endgame Valkyrie. So it is a little different. This one has more of a blue, a brighter blue in the blade. And even the handles look a little bigger. So little differences there. I think it's the same weapon. It might just be a different design. Or, yeah, I've also noticed, too, that the plastic on the blade itself is a lot thicker, where this one is very, very thin, like super thin. So, upgrade to her sword. That's very nice to see. She also comes with Korg's mace weapon thing, which looks a lot more shinier and better than the one that came in the 2-pack with the Grandmaster. So, that one looks like they added a little bit more detail to this. I don't remember the other one having gold on it, so very cool. And then we also, of course, get the Korg Build-A-Figure head, looking all Korgy. No smile on him this time, but he must play a big role in the movie for him to be the Build-A-Figure of this wave. But I guess that doesn't really matter, because I guess if you guys saw the Build-A-Figure for the Doctor Strange movie wave, that guy was barely in the movie. So who knows how much we're going to see of Korg, but enough with the accessories. Let's take a closer look at Valkyrie here. She is looking mighty fine, man. I don't know what it is, but like she just looks super clean. The cape looks very nice. The hair, lots of good detail in the hair there, man. Looks really nice. The likeness of the actress herself, stunning. Stunning. Spitting image of Tessa Thompson there. Definitely an upgrade from the last figure. I don't actually mind the last figure that she had. We're actually going to bring her in right now. It is still, everyone said this figure was Rihanna. I guess it kind of does look like Rihanna, but I also think Tessa Thompson kind of can look like Rihanna in some shots. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. They both look really good. I think definitely the newer one is an upgrade. Especially with the, actually this one doesn't have, or it does have pin joints on the bottom knees there. So for the knees, you get pinless on the new one. On the old one, you still have pins there. The cape is removable on the old one, too. Another thing that you can't do with this new one. But she looks weird without her cape, kind of. So it would be nice to actually make a cloth cape for this version. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But I'm really digging this one, man. The double jointed elbows, the pinless joints, the likeness is superb, man. Like, that is Tessa Thompson, man. That is her. Beautiful looking figure. She does come with a blade in her on her boots there, but unfortunately it does not come out. So that is a shame. I'm not noticing any really paint defects, but man, this is a great looking figure. Super happy to have this figure, man. She looks mighty fine. Let's see her with her sword in her hand here. All right. Yeah, she looks badass, man. I hope she does something really cool in the movie. It's going to be interesting to see what she says when she sees Jane. I don't know if her and Thor really had a thing or not. It kind of seems like they were going for that, Ragnarok, but I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll have to see in the new movie what's going on with that. Maybe she'll get jealous when Jane comes back. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she's not even into dudes. Maybe that's why she's named King Valkyrie. I don't know. But moving on, we're going to start opening up Gore the God Butcher. Our next figure up is Gore the God Butcher. He's looking kind of menacing, I'm not going to lie. We finally got to see him in the trailer, the new trailer that dropped yesterday or the day before. Looking very menacing, man. He looks like he's going to kill it in this role. Hopefully he's not just another lame Marvel villain who doesn't do much or, doesn't really... I can't say lame Marvel villain because I guess they've one-upped themselves from the older villains. I mean, Thanos was awesome, and like Kang looks to be like he's gonna be cool. Like, I don't know, introducing a lot of villains. Looks cool in the packaging. Quick little read on the bio here, if you want to read that. Obviously played by Christian Bale. Looking really cool, man. But let's rip him out and get a closer look. All right, guys, here is Gore the God Butcher out of the packaging, and I'm going to say I'm not a huge fan of this rubber down here. I'm really, I don't know. You can't really do much with these figures that have these robes on their bottom halves. I wish they would do a little, maybe half and half, maybe cloth goods in the front or rubber in the back. I don't know. But that's the first thing I'm noticing off the bat that I'm not a huge fan of. But other than that, this figure does look pretty menacing. He only comes with one accessory. He comes with this crazy looking sword. I'm assuming it's going to have magical powers or, I don't know, maybe dark magical powers, because he does have black tipped fingers, which we did see in, I think, WandaVision and in the Doctor Strange movie. Wanda's fingers were turning black when she was using dark magic and stuff, so I think Doctor Strange too. But yeah, so very interesting to see that. The sword itself does have a lot of chiseled, like, I don't know, almost looks like burnt, like a burnt texture on the blade. So very interesting to see that. I wonder what this sword will do. We'll have to wait and see when we see the movie. But looking at Gore here, and there's definitely a likeness to Christian Bale. That definitely looks like Christian Bale, 100%. The trailer they dropped yesterday where they showed clips of him, it looked really cool, man. Like, he looked like a really cool villain. But yeah, I don't know anything really about this character other than his nickname is the God Butcher. So I'm assuming he's going to be butchering some gods in this movie, maybe killing some planets and stuff. I don't know what he's going to do, but he looks really cool. He's got a lot of scars and stuff on his arms. He's got some black, like, veins or purple veins popping out the side of his head. So that looks pretty cool. Yeah, man, you could take this cape off if you want, but can't really get him into too many crazy poses because of this long skirt. Those are what his pants look like underneath. They look like track pants, which is a funny little pajama pants or something. But yeah, man, hopefully he does some really cool stuff in the movie. He doesn't have shoes either. Another thing, he does a barefoot God Butcher. You got to be pretty badass to walk around with no shoes on, I guess, and kill gods. But he looks cool, man. I can't wait to see what he's all about in the movie. I have a feeling he might kill somebody that we like. I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen, but looking cool, man. I'm happy to have him. Christian Bale's a great actor, so I'm sure he'll do the role very good. But let's move on to the next figure. We are going to take a look at Mighty Thor, a.k.a. Jane Foster. All right, next figure we have is the Mighty Thor. I'll admit, I ripped her out of the packaging before I got her in the packaging. I don't know, I just got ahead of myself there for a second, but she does look very cool. Let's take a look at her bio here on the back. Quick little bio there. We haven't seen her in quite a while in the Marvel Universe, so when we heard rumors of her coming back to play Jane, everyone's head started going to areas and what she was going to be doing and what she's going to come back as, and then there was set photos leaked, and yeah, here she is, looking very nice, I will say. Another figure with pinless elbows, but we are going to talk about accessories first. So let's bring the accessories in. I did forget to mention that Gore came with one of the legs for Korg, and Mighty Thor here, Jane, comes with the other leg for Korg. So very rubbery on the bottom, but we're gonna talk about these in the second video when we build Korg. So put those off to the side here. For accessories, she comes with Mjolnir, and this Mjolnir looks a lot different than other Mjolnirs. I'm gonna bring in an older one for comparison here. This is the one that came with the Dark World Thor from Thor the Dark World, the 2-pack. So yeah, I mean, look at the size difference there. She definitely has a bigger hammer than him now, so very funny, very cool. Huge difference. Like, look at the size, man. Like, I think this is proper, though. I think this is what it should have been, what this should have been. So, very interesting. She also does come with her alternate head with her helmet on. We do see this in the trailer. She does look very cool. I think Natalie Portman is awesome. I think she's super hot. She's in a lot of great movies. Yeah, I'm very happy to have her, but let's bring her in for a closer look here. All right, here she is, up close and personal. Jane Foster, looking nice, man. Looking really nice. I can see a lot of people taking this head off and making like a custom of her in like maybe street gear, or like not dressed up as a superhero. Because we never really got a Jane Foster from Thor the Dark World or the first Thor movie, so it's nice to finally have her in the collection. The figure itself looks very nice. We got the double jointed elbows. She does seem to be a bit jacked too, which is funny. I thought I saw something online. I don't know if it was photoshopped or not, but she looked really jacked. And I don't know if she was wearing like a muscle suit or something, but she looked a little bigger. So unless she actually is that big now, which would be crazy, but I don't think that's the case. I think she just is wearing a muscle suit for the movie, and they probably CGI it, make it look a little better. But let's look at her face here. Her likeness is very good, actually. I actually should have probably brought in my Black Series Padme to compare her to, but she's on a shelf right now. But you do get the birthmark on the cheek there. She does have a birthmark on her cheek, so that is cool. It's not a misprint. I think she has two birthmarks, one over here and one here. So very cool to see that. That is definitely Natalie Portman. 100 miles away, you could see that and be like, yep, that's Natalie Portman for sure. The armor looks great. Nice and shiny. I'm not seeing any paint defects or anything really. Hasbro's been doing not too bad with that. The last couple figures I've bought, I haven't really seen any defects. It looks like the cape stays on. You can't remove it. But I don't think I'd be wanting to remove the cape anyways. Not a lot going on the back of the figure there. No paint. They never really do paint on the backs. But let's swap the head and see what she looks like with the helmeted head on. Head pops off. Very nice. And boop. There we go. Oh, so the feathers on her helmet are really, really soft and pliable, so watch out for that. You might bend it in a certain way you don't want, but let's put this Mjolnir in her hand. I was shocked when the first trailer came out. I actually didn't necessarily need to see another trailer for this movie. I was already hooked off the first one, but definitely excited to see her back in the MCU. We'll see what she does. Why she has Thor's powers now. I mean, I don't know anything about this character. I honestly don't really read the comics or anything. I'm just a moviegoer. So I don't really know too much about the history of this character. So very interested to see what happens to her on the big screen. The figure is beautiful. Very happy to have this. I'm probably going to pose. I don't know what head I'm going to pose her with, honestly. The helmet head looks really nice. I don't know. This unhelmeted head looks very nice, too. They're both very good head sculpts. It's going to be a tough decision to pick which one I want to display her with, but for now, I think I'm just going to display her with the helmeted head because we see her in the trailer with the helmet, and she looks badass, and she grabs Mjolnir, and oh man, just an awesome shot in the trailer. So there's Jane Foster, aka Mighty Thor. Let's move on to Thor himself. All right, here's Thor and his flashy new armor, man. He's looking very flashy. We did see this armor in the newest trailer, too. So that was cool. We got to see that in the trailer. A quick little read on the bio. If you guys want to read that in all the different languages. But yeah, there's Thor. Looking nice, looking cool. Let's crack him open and take a closer look. All right, guys, here is Thor up close and personal. Looking mighty fine. I'm really digging this hair sculpt, but we are going to take a quick look at what he comes with. He does come with one fisted hand. That's it. And, of course, he comes with Stormbreaker, but that's all we get for this figure. We don't get a Build-A-Figure piece. He does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. So he literally just comes with one hand. Like, why not include two fisted hands, you know? Like, I don't know. It's just, that's so weird. So weird. But here's a look at Stormbreaker. I think we've seen this one before. I do have one off to the side here. Can bring in this one. They're both kind of made of very bendy plastic. But I always felt Stormbreaker was a little bigger than this. But I could be wrong. There they are side by side. They're almost the exact same height. So I think they are the exact same sculpt too. Except this one has a lot of silver painted over here. So I don't know. Weird, but yeah, that's all he comes with, really. Stormbreaker and a fist. So nothing crazy for accessories on this Thor, but the figure itself looking very nice, very shiny. This screams like comic book Thor to me. I don't know why. It's way more accurate to like his look, I guess you can say. But man, he looks cool. I am noticing he does not have pinless joints though. So this does seem to be maybe an older mold. I do have an older Thor here. We have the Dark World Thor we can bring in for a comparison in the arms. And I want to say they're the same. Maybe the forearms are different. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not, because these arms do kind of look a little bit bigger. So I don't know. Anyways, this Thor, by the way, his arm is stuck that way. I can't move his ball joint on his shoulder there, unfortunately. So that's a real shame. Decent Thor figure here, but this one, looking very cool. I'm digging the colors. We actually got to see this look in the last trailer where he goes, Jane? Like he's super shocked to see Jane. Very, very excited for this movie, man. Doctor Strange was great. I think this movie is going to be one of the funnier movies, I guess. I don't know, maybe not, because Gore the God Butcher does seem very scary looking. But he's the only Avenger to get 4 movies, I guess you can say that too. Iron Man only got 3, Captain America only got 3, Hulk got 1, Black Widow got 1, Hawkeye got a TV show, so he didn't even get a movie. But here we have Thor looking awesome in his new movie. Cape isn't removable. The hair looks really crazy too, man. Like, the sculpt on this looks really cool. It looks a little gray too. Like, I don't know. The color of the hair looks different, even than the other Thors we've seen before. The color of the hair, just a little bit dirtier than this one on the left. But the cape looks a lot more bright red too. Where this one has a lot of like curves and creases in it. This one just kind of looks more flat. So there is that. But all in all, I think this figure is going to be one you might find easier on the shelves just because he doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece. So he's probably 2 per case, I'm going to say, if he doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece. Usually the figures that don't come with the Build-A-Figure piece are 2 per case. So shouldn't have any trouble finding this one, at least from the wave. But he looks good, man. I'm happy. I'm happy to have another Thor. He looks cool. I can't wait to see the movie. But But yeah, let's bring in all the figures here for one final shot and a couple final thoughts, I guess you can say. Okay, so here are all the figures we talked about today, reviewed. I'm really digging this wave. I can't wait to get the other figures open tomorrow. We're definitely going to be doing that tomorrow. So stay tuned for part 2 where we unbox Ravager Thor, Groot, Star-Lord, and we take a look at the Build-A-Figure Korg. But yeah, man, these figures are great. I definitely recommend picking these up. I just hope we don't have another Eternals situation. I don't think we will, because honestly, I don't think any Marvel property can be as bad as that movie. If you guys enjoyed Eternals, good for you. You know, I thought a few characters in it were cool, but I ended up spending like $200 on a bunch of figures that I don't even really care about. So hopefully that doesn't happen with this movie. I doubt it will, because we know these characters. We've been with some of these characters for so long. There's no way it can be an Eternals. I only get that vibe from this figure here because of the skirt and stuff. A lot of skirted figures came with the Eternals, and they all kind of suck, and they're all just kind of standing on my shelf just in the background. But yeah, man, I'm really pumped for this movie. I can't wait to unbox the other half of the set. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the channel where we take a look at Groot, Star-Lord, Ravager Thor, and what's his name? Korg. Almost forgot his name. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. Come back tomorrow for the part 2. I'll see you there. Have a good day. Peace.